Hey everyone, Rusty here at Blue Robotics. Today I'm going to show you how to use an Arduino and potentiometer to control a brushless motor like our T200 underwater thruster. At the end of this guide, you're going to end up with something like this: a motor, brushless speed controller, a power source, an Arduino, and a potentiometer that controls the speed of the thruster in both directions. All right, the basic parts I need, in addition to the thruster and speed controller, are an Arduino microcontroller. I'm using an Arduino Uno in this example, but you can use any Arduino compatible microcontroller. And here I've got two jumper wires that's going to connect to the speed controller's input signal. And I've got a potentiometer here. This is a 10K potentiometer. You can use other resistance potentiometers as well. And I've got three jumper wires connected to that as well. Let's start off. I'm going to start off by showing you how to connect this potentiometer to the Arduino. Now, a potentiometer like this has three pins. There's one pin that's connected to ground, one pin connected to VCC, or in this case 5 volts on this Arduino, and then one signal wire. We've got that marked here with the blue wire. We want to connect this up to an analog input on the Arduino, and in the sketch you're going to see later, we have it connected up to the A0 pin. On the side of the Arduino here, you can see each of the pins labeled on the header. There's the analog inputs over here, A1, A0 through 5, and we've got some ground and voltage inputs here. I'm going to connect this up by connecting the black wire to ground, the red wire to 5 volts, and the blue wire to A0. So that potentiometer is hooked up now. I'll show you the code that interfaces with that and reads that measurement a little bit later. Second, we want to control the basic ESC speed controller. Like any speed controller, or like any RC servo for that matter, this speed controller is controlled by a servo-style PWM signal. That means it's a pulse that ranges from 1100 to 1900 microseconds, with the speed controller being stopped at 1500 microseconds. That's the same as a servo. It's in the center position at 1500 microseconds, and then if you give it a signal either way, it will rotate left and right. So this has a signal input that has a ground and a signal pin, and we need to connect both of those to the Arduino so that the Arduino can send that necessary PWM signal. I'm going to do that with a white and black jumper wire here. We'll use the black one for ground and the white one for signal here. And I'm going to connect these on the other side of the Arduino. In our sketch, we've got this set up for pin 9. So I'm going to plug in the black wire to ground and the white wire to pin 9. All right. Next, we're going to go through the Arduino sketch that will enable us to control the thruster with the potentiometer. Here I've pulled up the example code from the guide on our website and copy and pasted it into an Arduino sketch. I want to walk through each line here to help you understand what's going on. Up at the top it says include servo.h. That's the line to include the Arduino servo library, which is already configured to be able to provide the right type of signals to control a servo type device like the speed controller. We declare variables here for the servo pin, and we assign that to pin 9 because we connected the white wire to pin 9. We set up a potentiometer pin with analog 0, and we set up the servo device here that we'll use for the servo. Then there's two functions in a standard Arduino sketch. The first one is the setup function. In there, we're going to do some things that will just happen at the beginning of the sketch. So in this case, we take that servo and we use the attach command, which you can find more about in the Arduino documentation, to attach pin 9, the servo pin, to that servo. And then second, we're going to write an output to that servo of 1500 microseconds. That's the signal again that we need to send to initialize this speed controller and to tell it to just stop and not spin the thruster. And then after that, there's a delay command. It says delay 7,000. That means it's going to delay for 7,000 milliseconds or 7 seconds. And that's just going to give the speed controller time to listen to that initialization signal and properly initialize. After that, the Arduino sketch is just going to continuously run through everything in this loop function down here. So in that function, we declare a variable called potval, that's the potentiometer value, and we read that from the analog pin by using the analog read function with the potentiometer pin as the argument. After that, and this is probably the trickiest line of code in here, we store a PWM value that we're going to output to the thruster. And we do that by mapping the potentiometer value from right here that we just measured. And this map function takes that value, which was going to range between 0 and 1023. That's a 10-bit number. And we're going to map that to the range that's acceptable for a servo, which is 1100 to 1900. So when we're in the middle there, we're going to be in the middle of this range, and it's going to map to 1500 in the middle of this range. It's a pretty cool, nice to use function. Does a lot of the hard work for you. And then last here, it says servo.write microseconds PWM value. That's just writing that output value to the output so that we can control the thruster. Like I said, everything in this loop is just going to run continuously over and over again. So as we change the potentiometer value, it's going to measure a different value, set a different PWM value, and send that to the servo or send that to the ESC to control the speed. So I've got the speed controller connected to a terminal block to provide power, and I'm going to plug in a battery here, but you can connect up power however you have set up in your system. All right, that's a good sound. That's the sound of the speed controller initializing, which means that our code's working, it's outputting a signal, and I had that potentiometer centered, so it sent that 1500 initialization signal. And let's test it out here. I'm gonna turn this left and right, and it's working. So that's it. You've got basic control of a thruster with an Arduino and a potentiometer. Now you can take this code and this wiring and everything here, and there are infinitely many possibilities for what you can do with it, but this will give you the foundation to get started. Hope you learned something today. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.